me up, hype me up, hype me up. Need someone to hype me up, hype me up, hype me up, hype me up, hype me up. I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings, yeah. Ain't vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got Game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dip.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Green Bay Packers. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from Lambeau. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First play, and Purdy wants to throw it. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. On second down, here's Henry. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Purdy looking to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. And back deep for the Giants is Dory Jackson. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll go play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
There he goes left side. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 32-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want the left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
The intended target, Saquon Barkley, but it's going to be second down. Barkley, inside handoff. And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
42 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Foul to the air on 1st and 10. That's caught left side by Judy.
And he'll be out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Giants are on the board here first in the season opener.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
A first down carry for Barkley. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Off play action. It's Howell.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He went too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play because if they get the stop and hold him to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already getting on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ballgame as they come up 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Again, it's Henry.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
This is 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Purdy. Got his man, that's Luke Musgrave.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 42. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Henry up the middle.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown.
Boy, this defense is circling early. A pick-6 there, and they are off to the races here this 1st quarter.
And, partner, when you get off to a 1st quarter lead like this, it really frees you up defensively to take some chances, really apply some heat. And that was just a tremendous play to pick that ball off and bring it back for a score.
Gano the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0.
Packers, nothing.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And where the time has expired on the 1st quarter. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Draw play. This is Henry.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Throwing here, Purdy.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now 3rd down and 7. Now Howell.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
50 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Why can't we score?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Touchdown! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now Purdy.
He completes it to Henry. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. Caught on the right side, Reed. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Number 11, Jaden Reed. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
2nd down and 6 now.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 35.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
On third down, it's Purdy. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for him so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
Fourth down try. Here's Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Play action. Now Purdy.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Giants will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Out of the gun, it's Howell. That's complete to Jalen Hyatt.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Giants are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Gano now to add the extra point. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
I love that guy. Oh! Ready up. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up third.
Purdy from the gun on third down.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
One last shot before the break. Howell.
He's going to let it go again. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up fourth. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
In motion right is Davis. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
3rd and 8. Now he'll look to throw it. Over the middle, complete to Judy.
And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
43-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry.
To about the 48-yard line.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. They go play action here. Purdy
rolling to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. That is caught.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
4 yards.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They run wide side with Henry.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Purdy from the gun.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible. Now has it.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Alvin Kamara.
A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers get a bit closer.
The Packers keeping the offense out there now as he'll go for 2.
Purdy will throw for it.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. And Howe will throw it.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Back to throw, Howell. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd and 10, Howell. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of buying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
And once more, Howell back to the air. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Picked up by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a 1st down.
Well, so much for being backed up against their goal line to start the drive. He gave some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4.
On 1st down, Purdy.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A short throw to Musgrave.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Here's Purdy.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
The offense on third down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Come on, boys.
Purdy, big 4th down play.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning?
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Hal trying to pick it up on 3rd.
And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Tressway now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter.
Here's Thomas on the return. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Purdy now on 2nd down. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Purdy. This will go to Henry out wide.
And he's taken down inside the 30. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Purdy sets up to throw again. That's taken in by Watson. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
First throw now for the backup car. This is caught.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Kamara is in. Touchdown, Packers. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a one-score game with a two-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They find some open field here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They run the counter. Felton. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out.
And the Giants are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Gano for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Giants 31, Packers 14.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Packers.
Quez Watkins,
75 yards.
And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Anders Carlson now for the point after.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. That one looks like he'll throw here. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
What you Cardinals certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Purdy to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Here comes 2nd down. To throw is Purdy.
He's got a man, complete. And finally taken down at the 34. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Green Bay Packers. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Let's put 6 on the board, fellas.
Throwing, Purdy. He's to the 15. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Being chased, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Brock Purdy.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Now Carlson for the extra point.
And the lead is down to a field goal now. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in